Alright, here's that Kenmore 71, I think it is. This also had bad wiring. Is it? Oh no, this is 158504. So yeah, maybe that is a model 71. I have to look that up. We'll cross-reference that when we get inside. But so, anyhow, this had bad wiring on it again. This is a zigzag machine, so we'll set that to a 0 zigzag and get this tipped up. This plastic case has seen better days, but this machine just plugs in on the back of the battery, or the back of the motor. That's right. I thought for some reason this had been on the side, but nope. That's got a big spot here. Okay. Well, never mind that. This motor is loose on here. So we can tighten that up a touch. There. Okay. It's got a functioning light. And that needle is in there the wrong way, and it's bent. Boy, can you see the curve in that needle? That needle is complete trash. And it was in this machine the wrong way. It was facing with the hole front to back for threading front to back, and this is a side threaded machine. So anytime you get a machine and you don't know which way it threads, or which way to put the needle in, always be looking inside the needle bar for the flat, because the standard needles have a flat, and you always want to make sure that they are clamped in to the needle bar against the flat on most machines. So with this needle against the flat, the hole is crossways, like it should be for this machine. So this is a very dirty machine, but it's got, I think that's all from it sitting. And while I had that tipped up, I did not think to, oh yeah, that is very old thread in there. We'll have to cut that thread off, but for now, we'll just use it, because bobbin thread is pretty easy to deal with. And I did not make sure that bobbin was popped in there properly. Since we got this tipped up, we'll pop the hook race off. It's a little dirty. Clean that, wipe it down. The hook, surprisingly, is not banged up, even though that needle was in the wrong way round. And usually if you get the needle in the wrong way round, that means you're going to end up banging it on the hook. So alright. Well, there's a big wad of lint, so we'll have to get that needle plate off, but for now we'll make sure and lubricate everything on the underside of this machine. There we go. And we'll just set the hook. So we saw some indications of filth under the needle plate. Drop our now you might notice when I take these needle plates or off here and I put them back in, I don't tighten these screws down very much because they really only need to be snug. You don't need to be getting way down in there and cranking them down. They just need to be firmly in place or snugly in place to hold this. Oh yeah. That feed dog was all full of dirt. And it's got even more. To use our screwdriver blade to pick from between the teeth on the feed dog, and now that that's been loosened up, we can brush in there and get all that out of there. That was filthy. Alright, with those feed dogs freed, not sure how well it shows up, but there's a wear spot on the underside of this feed dog or needle plate. So they obviously were running this machine a lot with a lot of stuff crammed under it, because that wear is from typically getting filth jammed down in there and caught between the feed dogs and the plate and rubbed back and forth in there too much. So Alright. Cleaned under there. Get our end door open and lubricate all of the moving parts in here. Release our presser foot tension and make sure we get a little bit of oil on the bracket that holds that needle bar so it goes back and forth. There we go. And now there's we'll move. Alright. 2 screws hold this end on, and there's also a oiling location further along here. You can see all that light surface rust. I may try and dip that in rust remover to get that rust off and get it to go down. But this is the zigzag control, and it is very dry. So we'll just work that back and forth. While we oil this. And then there's the oil hole on the top crank here inside the machine, and the oil for the main bushing. And this oil hole here should be, it doesn't feel like it's got a ball bearing in it, but this oil hole has a sprung ball bearing in it, so I suspect that one was supposed to or used to, because that should be the other end of the main shaft on top of the machine. And then put 1 dab of oil on the felt pad at each end of the motor. Ah, yes. There we go. Definitely moving a lot better now. All right. Got everything working its way in, and we will then wipe this down a little bit and give her a test. Okay, I know what I forgot to check real quick. Just getting ready to put this together. The clutch, the hand wheel clutch, is a little bit sticky. It's locked now, but I'm gonna okay. it loosened up with a little bit of oil behind the hand wheels, so good to go. I was checking to see if the, yeah, see it's spinning the machine when it should be loose. All right, so we'll pop this off the end real quick and get the hand wheel off, clean it out, lube it up, and put it back in. So drop our pin off, or pull our pin out, get our hand wheel lock off, the washer, okay, observe where the washer went, and then the motor we can loosen, pop the belt off, and that way we can get, oh yeah, that's very dirty, so we can rub the inside out and then apply some oil and rub that and then apply some fresh oil liberally. Wipe this out real good again, and then a fresh drop of oil, and then with that, put our nut back in place, and our pin, the lock pin here to keep it from unspooling, and now we're locked. When we release it, if you put the belt on, that'll do a lot more. Okay. There we go. Alright, well, that is the clutch let out, and it's fully lubed, and it's not, there we go. Okay. Now we're ready to put the cover on and give it a test.